G'day fitters, Wes Zandt here from the Down Under Centre. In this YouTube video I'm going to talk to you a bit about the skills assessment process for the fitter general occupation. Now, the fitter general occupation, there's quite a lot involved in the scope and duty. So it is classed as fitter general, so it does cover a fair few different occupations and has a few skill sets. So I'm just going to read out to you guys a little bit about what the scope is. So as a fitter general, it could be repair and maintenance on production machinery and equipment. So it could be earth moving equipment. It could be fit and replace components, which could be hydraulics, pumps, generators, engines, earth moving equipment, production line equipment. The duties: operate CNC machines, machining, drilling, milling, hand fitting components. There's quite a lot that it covers. So there's different job roles from everyone who either works on, maybe you do a bit of diesel work on some trucks, maybe you're working on plant machinery, maybe you're hired as a fitter through the business doing bespoke fittings. So any questions you've got that and you're not sure, just give the Down Under Centre a call. We can have a chat with you about that. So the first thing you want to do before you complete a skills assessment is you want to make sure you have the necessary skills and also that you are eligible for a visa to Australia. So if you're interested in a skilled visa for Australia, jump on and have a look at our visa points calculator, and then we arrange free consultations and we can have a chat. So make sure you've got the enough points so we can actually get you there. So why is a skills assessment required? A skills assessment is required for the purpose of migration. So being a fitter, it's classed as a trade in Australia. So TRA is actually the governing body that looks after that. Now, TRA have outsourced that work to Australia Trade Training College. So anyone who has a UK, Irish, European or South African passport and you are a fitter, you will be assessed by Australia Trade Training College, who's based here with us in the Down Under Centre. Now, a skills assessment is required so you can prove to the Department of Immigration that you have the necessary skills to apply for that visa. What is a skills assessment? A skills assessment for a fitter general is broken into two stages. The first part of the skills assessment is for you to prove on paper that you have the necessary skills. Now, we call that a documentary assessment, or you could refer to it as paper-based. The minimum requirement for the documentary assessment, if you are from the UK, for example, if you have an NVQ level 3 and 3 years of paid work experience pre or post, then that's enough. Or if you do not have an NVQ level 3, but you can prove 5 years of full-time paid work experience, that is enough. 5 years of paid work experience, pay documents, tax documents. If you're self-employed, if you're employed, it's obviously a bit different. Photos, videos of tasks, etc. The second part of the skills assessment is for you to have a consultation with one of our Australian assessors who's a fitter by trade, holds an Australian qualification, and they're also a qualified trainer and assessor. These chats will go from anywhere from an hour to a couple of hours. In that, just think of it, the assessor's got to tick boxes. You have to demonstrate you have the necessary skills. So in the paper-based application, you've shown them qualifications, photos, videos, references, pay documents, tax documents, detailed CVs, etc. It's probably the hardest part of the visa, to be honest. And then the second part is a technical interview. At completion, the assessor will go back, complete his paperwork, and then if deemed competent, you will receive your full Australian qualification from Australia Trade Training College as an engineer and as a fitter. You will also receive the mandatory skills assessment that you need for the visa. The cost of a skills assessment, these costs are set by TRA, by the government, and you actually pay them, and again they've outsourced that work for Australia Trade Training College to deliver. It's 1,280 Australian dollars to get your the documentary assessment marked, and then it's a further 2,000 Australian dollars for when you sit your technical interview. Again, at completion, you will also receive your full Australian qualification as engineer, fitter general. How the Down Under Centre helps fitters. We sign fitters up all the time. We've got a very good reputation in this industry and we love working with our fitters. So what the Down Under Centre do is we'll work with you to gather all the required documents we need for the skills assessment. We can also give you migration advice. We've got really good, we've got a DUC client portal which will give you access to how to and explain what documents you need, how to get them. Okay, we're also based here in the UK. We're open 9 AM to 5 PM Monday to Friday, and we've got a large team of people to give you a hand if you've got any questions. We also have a private Facebook group as well that you guys can enter, so you get to meet with all of our other clients, and we are also the owners of the DUC Employment Hub. So we work with lots of employers around Australia who are looking for fitters. We've got them. We've got, you know, English-speaking skilled migrants arriving with their full Australian qualification and their visa. So the employers like that. So we've got many years of experience helping our fitters through the process. You can also check out our testimonials on our testimonial page if you'd like as well. So when you arrive in Australia, you will have your documentation. You'll hold your Australian qualification as a fitter, and that's extremely important if you're looking to work. It means companies can insure you. Okay, so you can be insured, you'll be deemed competent, and you hold the necessary skills as equivalent to an Australian who's completed an engineering qualification as a fitter general over a 4-year period through the apprenticeship program. So it's definitely worth you having that. Guys, we've got lots of work for fitters in Australia. We've got an office out in Australia where we reach out to employers. As I mentioned earlier, we market the fact that we've got English-speaking skilled migrants arriving with their full Australian qualification and a visa. We do that through the DUC Employment Hub. So you've got the map of the UK on the top of your profile, the map of Australia on the bottom, and each visa step that you take, the plane moves a little bit closer so employers know that you're on the way. Obviously, Australia is a very large country, and there's different states and territories, so depending on where you want to be. But our phone's always on if you want to talk to us a bit about the opportunities we have for jobs. But more importantly, if you can't get to Australia, there's no point really applying for a job. So the skills assessment, if you're looking for a skilled visa, is the gateway to get that done. So guys, the next steps would be to give our office a call, have a chat with either myself or someone else from our team. We can then see if you're eligible and can get through the skills assessment, see if you have enough points for a visa, explain all the requirements. So there's lots of opportunities, guys, for fitters in Australia. You've probably seen that. And again, you know, we're very proud to be delivering skills assessments and being able to advise our engineering fitter clients on what's required. Cool. Catch you later, guys.